Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to number 11 of the Scottish Bodybuilding Podcast. Long time no see. My name is Taylor Johnson with my co-host Blair. In case you've never seen us before, we're going to discuss bodybuilding and all things Scottish. Lorne sausage.
We're probably not going to discuss much bodybuilding, are we? Because it's not like... It's the Scottish Bodybuilding Podcast, but it's not like...
We need to up our game with the bodybuilding stuff.
But the thing is, like... With all due respect to bodybuilding, it's kind of boring. Like, there's obviously niche topics, and I think because we coach and stuff, it's different. But like, obviously, we've had the Olympia, which we will talk about. But like, how many times can you talk about? Oh yeah, man in tan and little pants.
I don't know about you,
flex his muscles.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm very, very, very well past watching all these YouTube bodybuilding nonsenses.
Yeah, I mean,
just bore me so heavily.
I like knowing what's going on in the industry, but like I don't remember the last time I put on a Nick Strength and Power video.
Do you know what's funny is I actually like Nick Strength and Power.
Oh, I think
I watch his stuff, but I wouldn't watch like Day in the Life, all that sort of stuff.
I'll watch some of them. I'll watch the ones that are well produced. Like
I like the High Days.
Oh, the High Days are good. Yeah.
I watch High Days.
Yeah, High Days are good. I think it's also like a prep thing. Like you watch them on prep. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, see, I would only exclusively watch
food videos
on High Days.
Oh, would you?
I would just unfollow everything beforehand because, dude, I would just become very food focused. I just sit and think about that bit of scran. Whereas, if I'm having a high day, this guy's me and Jordan Hutchinson are having a high day together.
That's like me and Martin Fitzpatrick having a high day.
A couple of homies, man.
Who'd have thought?
Yeah, no, he's having career rice, I'm having career rice. He's a muffin, I'm having a muffin.
Oh, there we go.
He's 300 pounds, I'm 300 pounds. It's relatable.
Of course.
Anyway, big dog.
We do apologise for the hiatus, though. We're very sorry. But Calvin, just in case anyone doesn't know, Calvin's away in Prague. So he will be back, and we are going to make this a regular thing. We've just been... I mean, we're going to quickly recap what we've been up to in the last sort of like 7-8 weeks, because that's how long it's been roughly. Yeah. But what have you been up to? Anything exciting?
Not this weekend. This weekend is like the first weekend, or one of the first weekends of like normality, which is really, really welcome. Mm-hmm. This year's been absolutely bloody awesome. So the past like 6-7 weeks, pretty much back to back, I have been gallivanting the country. Had clients competing fucking here, there, and everywhere. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I've just been traveling. It's been a really, really good season. You've obviously been the same. Yep. Calvin has been the same.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna have to like sit down on one occasion, just like pull up our laptops and just jump and shoot the shit on there instead of just jumping at the studio. The production value's not the same. It's nice jumping at the studio, but when we're taking those hiatus, we probably should.
We should probably. We'll try and plan it better for next time, so that even if there is a Zoom one, like we know they suck, they're not as engaging.
No.
But if it gives us something in between, then it's probably worth doing every. We'll now at this point in the year, we've got more time. None of us have got. The only thing we all have coming up are probably photo shoots, I imagine. But like now, we don't really have anybody competing. We don't really have anybody going anywhere other than the gym. So we're fucking sound. Do you know what I mean? We can come, well, especially for me, like I can now travel up and down the country a bit more easily without having to fucking be like, oh, sorry boys, I'm actually going to Telford this weekend. Would you believe? So yeah, but I've been pretty much the same as you.
Telford, by the way, surprising place.
Actually pretty nice.
Yeah, bro, I thought
it's pretty nice.
Man. I just compare. Oh, no, I don't.
If I was going to blow up a part of England, like I'd probably blow up Birmingham and I'd leave Telford alone because it's actually all right.
I'll be going right in with like a nuke on Bradford, bro. That place is getting sent.
There's a few places. It's always where like all the fucking bodybuilding shows go, man. I think they just
random. Sorry, see when we were not Telford. Where was the place before? Where did we go for? You had Tash. It was Telford.
Yeah, it was Telford.
Yeah. So remember when we went to the Shrewsbury seminar?
Yes.
And that big fuck off.
Yeah.
That's where we were.
Was it?
Yeah, but we just went round the corner. Because I went to the shops and looked at that at night and I was like, holy fucking shit. So for reference, Blair and I went to
Evo GSP.
Team Evo GSP. Broderick Chavez did a PED seminar. Yeah. Wild, right? Blair and I have both went to heaps of seminars, right? That was the cheapest by like a country mile, and it was also the most informative.
A lot of value.
So when you go to all these other seminars, but they don't like inform you over the protocols or like what they do. Whereas he was like, yeah, bro, I absolutely overcooked it on DMP once, and I was sat there eating,
in the shower,
eating buckets of Chinese in the shower, with the temperature freezing.
Yeah, it was really, really good, but I didn't realize that's where we were.
But yeah, never forget that fucking hill.
Oh, that hill was fucking brutal. Honestly, I think the steepest hill on planet Earth is wherever the fuck that was. Shrewsbury? Is that where we said it was?
Beautiful.
And I decided we were going to walk to the shops because I was like, oh, we'll get some steps and we'll walk to the shops. And honestly, it was a fucking hike, man.
It was like 140
It was like the
beats per
fucking
minute.
Cairngorms, man. I was like, what the fuck are we doing here again? I was like, I might just get an Uber to the top of the hill. I was like, this is fucking pish. But yeah, I didn't realise that's... Because it looked very similar.
Yeah, beautiful.
But there we go. Turns out it's the same fucking
Quaint
place.
as hell.
But I actually like Telford. And to be fair, I don't actually mind Birmingham. I know I just said I'd fucking blow it up, but like, it's a bit of a dump. Like, Birmingham's a bit shy. So it's, a lot of the places where these shows are in England aren't great.
Yeah, but it's because they always try and pick the most like cost-effective.
Aye, but there's no way the Telford Convention Centre or whatever it is the cheapest venue.
No, but I think it holds a lot.
Yeah.
I think it holds a lot.
Probably like value for the amount of people that you're having in the building, I guess. I haven't been to that one in Maidenhead, where Two Bros always have shows.
Oh fuck, man! Yeah, that's like a leisure centre.
Yeah,
like a
I've
leisure
heard
centre.
it's not amazing, but
No, not at all.
again,
Not at
it's
all.
just it's
But
bums
anyway,
and seats in it.
that's us. We're here. We're planted.
Yeah.
The
The idea today is
a couple of shoots coming up.
yeah, I've got one in December, and I swear I have a potential for another one. Like she's not decided yet.
That's like Blair this year is like, I may have someone competing.
I
Oh wait, I've
know.
actually got someone competing in 3 weeks' time.
I know my whole year has just been
The
like,
lastminute.com prep coach.
honestly, I'm like the coach that saved fucking Christmas this year, man. It's been fucking mental.
To be fair, man, like huge amount of respect for doing that, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's not picking someone up at that point. There's only so much that you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately, as well, it's up to the willingness of the athlete, right?
Yeah, it's
Like how hard are they wanting to fucking?
It's a difficult choice for the athlete as well because, like,
Oh man, I know.
you know, they are well for some people they're leaving a coach. For some people they're not. Right. So for like, you know, Tilly and Nick, for example, like they left coaches and came to me. Tilly was already going to be coming to me for her off season anyway, but like she stopped with her coach and came to me, and so did Nick. Right. Whereas like with Lucas, I was already coaching him. With Olive, I was already coaching her. So it's like different dynamic. Oh, Tash as well. She left coach as well. So it's like, it's difficult for them as well, but like, you do end up being like, right, you have to fucking think on your feet. Like, you have to be ready to fucking spring into action at any point. And you're then spending X amount of weeks trying to learn a body and being like, how does it respond? How does it react? Like, I can give a really good example, right? Like with Tash. Tash was working, she works in the hospital, right? She does crazy shifts. She worked her fucking socks off, that girl. It was fucking mental. But like, I thought, you know what I'll do for a couple of days while she's at work, I'm going to give her a bit more food to try and like keep her alive, right? Because I was like, we're flattening off. We need a bit more, top you up. Well, it went fucking tits up. It went awful. Her digestion went to fuck. She put on like 5 pounds. It was fucking terrible.
It was just like normal day shifts, night shifts.
It was, I can't remember, to be honest with you, but I could look back at the sheet and tell you, but it's a learning lesson. It's like, okay, well, she doesn't respond well with that then. It's like, so I'm better running her low with food, but also lowering her expenditure. So I started removing her cardio on the days that she was working because her expenditure was so high, but keeping her food low to keep the stomach volume nice.
It's just
and
an
low.
exchange of like energy balance, pretty much.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? And it just means that because she was on prep, she wants to get as lean as possible.
Psychologically, maybe like leaned into it a
So
little bit more.
psychological, it's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
But like she trusted me and everything was fine. But like we got that one wrong initially. I say I got that one wrong initially. But then you say, right, well, don't worry, that's all going to come down in 2-3 days.
Yep.
And we know for next time that we don't do that. And then we didn't, and it was fine. So yeah, I think as my first year as a prep coach, if you will,
You've never been thrown at the deep end.
I've really had to fucking just
Yeah,
jump
absolutely.
in and just learn, like just jump in the deep end and see what the fuck happens. And it's all gone really well, to be honest. So
Yeah.
I can't complain because the knowledge was all there. It's then just applying it, right? And you learn on the fucking job, right? Thankfully, we have done seminars and we have done courses and I have had mentorships and like
And shoots.
yeah, and shoots too. But
Shoots is like a.
but this time last year, I'd done no shoots and no preps.
It was Chris, wasn't? Was he
Chris,
the first?
yeah, big Chris was the first
Good,
shoot I did.
awesome.
So I ended up doing. I went in November last year. I had done no shoots and no preps. By November this year, I've had 5 clients on stage, done 3 or 4 photo shoots. Like it's just all sort of like went fucking 0 to 100. But
Yeah.
it's class.
It's wild, man.
It's class.
Well done. You've landed on your feet, dude. You've done
here we
really
are.
fucking well, man. You've
And
done
here we
really
are.
well.
We're alive.
There's
But
a
I
lot
think
of pressure.
yep.
A lot of pressure, a lot
Pressure
of
creates
personal,
diamonds.
a lot of pressure, a lot of personal pressure, but you navigate it super, super good, man. And you know, you'll have learned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There are things that you want to do again, things that you definitely want to do again.
Yeah.
And you'll just start.
You start experimenting with stuff that you've like heard or you've like wanted to try, and you try it and then it doesn't work, and then you go, okay, that's fine. Well, I know I don't need to do that again.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't work for that person, but it might work for somebody else. You know, it's like it doesn't mean that that option is like invalid or doesn't work. Like I tried water loading. Well, I didn't, for who I was doing it with, it didn't fucking work. So I was like, oops. But thankfully you just pull it back. You just go, well, let's take water back to baseline, and you do it early enough so that everything can settle again, and it worked, and it was fine.
Yep.
But coaching is trial and error at the end of the day
100%.
until you really know that physique. And I didn't have a single opportunity this year to like whoever I was having, putting on a stage. I didn't have a single opportunity to have previous knowledge. Yeah. It was just fucking on you go. The only person I could predict was Olive.
Yeah.
She was the only one that I could like.
You had time.
Because I've been coaching Olive for 2 years. So I knew. I was like, but she didn't give me much fucking time. Thanks, Olive. She only gave me 14 weeks. So it's like, well, this isn't the prep I envisioned, but this is the one that we're doing. Thankfully, we kept her off season nice and tight and things were fine. So it was all good. But got 9 lives, bro. I'm like a cat. Yep. We just keep going.
I find with like peaking bodies, it's very like diverse person to person, but there's a lot of like similar characteristics within a body. Sometimes like how they clear, how they hold, how things shift and change. You can almost like, it's just like having like certain kind of like preloaded models saying, okay, this is what this body does. I've seen this happen before. Let's carry that feedback forward, and let's just bear in mind that there can be some little variances here and there. But it's just our process of refinement, man.
It's also different between men and women. Like, that being said, like I have put 1 guy on stage and I've put 4 girls on stage. So it's like my experience is leaning towards females. But like that's another thing to...
Especially when you consider like time of the month, menstrual cycles. You know?
Different phases. Like a lot of the girls that I had still had periods like leading up to the show. Like they...
Team health.
Well, got to manage it well. If you manage it well, it's possible. Do you know what I mean? If you hammer fucking people with loads of drugs, loads of expenditure, and fuck all food, and just go, I'm going to get the fat off, you're going to lose your period. If you manage it well, if you get a little bit of fat off, feed back up again, get a bit of fat off, feed back up again, like there's a good chance that you can keep.
I can still go.
Yeah. It can and it doesn't mean that health is compromised completely. But and also. Just because you're bleeding, it doesn't mean you're ovulating, right? Yep. So like I spoke about this, I did some content with Luke like a few days ago. Great. And it was one of the reels that I briefly spoke about that. Like just because you bleed, it doesn't mean you're ovulating. So like don't necessarily take that as a sign that it's all going hunky-dory.
Are you going to like press on hard of the female stuff now?
No, but I know a lot about it. Here comes all the angry female coaches being like,
I'm just asking,
mansplaining.
Like,
but like,
if you're sat filming content, like what was the bulk of it around?
Well, I did my usual couple of stupid reels.
Pouring monsters over the head.
Yeah, a couple of monsters over my dome, you know what I mean? But I did a couple of stupid reels. I did reels like recapping everyone's seasons, like, and then I did one on like, that I'm not a believer in like a post-show rebound. Like,
it's fucking awful. I've done it before.
Like, I think post-show rebounds are stupid.
Yeah, they're awful.
So, and look, there's going to be people that disagree with that, and that's totally cool. But I think post-show should be saved for health.
Just chill out, relax,
yeah, it should be saved for health and well-being. And that's where I sort of mentioned the female side, where it's like, just because you get a period back,
doesn't mean you're ready to rock.
It doesn't mean that your hormones are sorted. Like, make sure that you're ovulating. Like, still check your blood work. Like, make sure that these things are actually working in working order first. And then you know, right? But until then, it's like, you're pissing in the wind. You've got no fucking idea. But I am like, I don't want to say I'm leaning into the female side, but it's the way that my business has gone.
Yeah. We spoke about this last year, I'm sure.
Yeah, we did.
You were like, it keeps happening. I'm like, I'm not doing anything wrong. And I'm like, well, just go with it. It's like Josh McHale.
The thing is, I also love working with guys too. Like, because, breaking news, I am a guy. But like, I like working with like, you know, big guys and strong guys and guys that are on PEDs. Like, I love that shit. It's great. But my business is somehow molded into this like slightly more female heavy side. And I'm fucking here for it. Like, I love bikini. I love figure. I love wellness. Like, these are cool classes for me. So I'm happy to lean into that. Do you know what I mean?
Good.
But again, I've also then considered that as part of my responsibility to learn about it.
100%.
Like, I can't just be this coach that's like, well, you know more about your period than I do, so
I'm just going to take a step back and let you navigate. No.
you tell me what's going on, and I'm like, no. Like, we can put supplements in place, we can do this. You rest when this is happening. And again, it's like it's got to be teamwork. Because like you do know,
let's be real, when it comes to like female physiology, it's a bit of a minefield.
It's a hectic area.
What someone picks up and interprets from X, Y, and Z on a wee TikTok or a fucking it could be vastly off.
100%. That's why like we've both invested in mentorships. We've both paid for J3U. We've both, because it's like, especially when we're taking bodies into, our care, if you will, like.
That's absolutely it. It's a duty of care.
Yeah, so there's a duty of care to be like, I am not going to fuck you up. You need to tell me how much risk you're willing to take. You need to tell me what your goals are. Like, I'm not going to throw you on drugs because, it's like, don't worry, cleanse, harmless. It's like, well, hold on a fucking minute. Like, that's person dependent. Like, you can't just say that to somebody. It's like, that has to be a conversation that's had. There's like a risk profiling that has to be done. And then like we've got these people that trust us to make good decisions for them. So it's our responsibility to learn about shit like that. That's what we've both done, And Calvin's the same, And those coaches that do not continue to educate are the ones that will fall behind, and they will get caught.
I feel there's less and less of them now, which is good. But there's less.
Yeah,
and less. There's still a lot of them, but like
I would agree.
There's a lot of people that are relying on old school methodologies that are pretty flawed.
Or just like what they've learned from their coach, like their coach.
I see it
does
happen
X.
a lot. I don't know about you, but like, I don't know what Calvin will say here, but like, I work with a fair few athletes, right? I've got a lot of really great guys, and I coach a lot of coaches, which I love. But sometimes I'll go onto Instagram and I'll see them doing things that I've spoke about that I've never seen them do before, and I'm like, that's contextual to you. I was like, look, if you want to just ask, create a quiz, like, I'm so happy to sit down and discuss the rationale behind X, Y, and Z and why we've done what we've done. But like, it's not a one size fit all model.
No. It never is. It never is.
Especially to the more complex bodies you work with, the more advanced bodies, that's when you really see the discrepancy.
Yeah.
Like 100%. Out the gate, most people can get away with most things. And when I say most, I'm not talking about pharmacology right now. I'm just talking about like nutrition, training, all that sort of pish, right? Yeah. Like most people can just get enough out of something. But like as you go deeper, as you start dealing with more advanced bodies, more complex bodies, more experienced bodies, that's like when the dials and the awareness really has to be like.
You start paying attention to all the small variables, and then you start being able to build that.
I really enjoy that, man. Like, I really enjoy that. Like, working with Eddie, who's an IFBB pro, is fucking awesome because the level of detail I can go into with him, it doesn't overwhelm, it excites. He's like, I need this because I can almost predict what's going to happen 1, 2, 3 weeks down the line if I do this and this and this, so long as his actions are where they need to be. And that's a good thing about working a professional is it's his job.
100%.
It's like on prep. You always know if someone's on the ball because it's more of a predictable response. Where see if someone's quite erratic and they're chopping and changing, their schedule over the place, you can't get into a good groove with their body.
Yeah.
It's like at the end of an off season when people just want to get straight into a prep without doing like a pre-prep diet or something.
Yeah.
Like those behaviors are just fucked. So you're not going to get.
Well, that's why like with Chrissy doing like a pre-prep diet, for example.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on. Let's have a wee gander about that.
Yeah. We'll talk about it.
So
but
I'm getting distracted.
It's predictable now. Like I know her food is this, her expenditure is this, and this is the outcome. Like I bumped her food up this week, sorry. And she still dropped another, like, granted she was on her period and now it's cleared. So it's like that there is that shift now, but she's down to like a new low today.
Vamos. Come on, Chrissy.
So I'm letting her have like
a fat batch.
She's actually having sausage rolls, would you believe?
Sausage
today.
Rolls.
Her Eve's mum makes sausage rolls.
Oh,
so she's had a couple of sausage rolls and I was like, yeah,
Greg's.
Better than Greg's, man. Come on.
I've had some
Greg's is good.
I've been to a farm shop and I've had like the bougie ones. Sometimes we'll just bit of Greg's.
But this is, it's a homemade, made with love. Do you know what I mean?
Dan, I'm really sorry, but I can remember this was like after prep. Dan Bastic was like, just going to eat a little bit more food today. Just going to have a couple muffins post workout, and I went to Greg's to get a muffin, and brother woman just brings out these like hot steaming sausage rolls, bro. I was like, these two of them, darling, fucking amazing. Yeah, so good, man.
When the sausage rolls are hot off the press, man. Aye. Yeah. When you've got steam coming out your mouth because they're so hot. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm getting like mad nostalgia now, being like a wee guy, going to my granddad's, walking down to the Greg's, and in the winter, you're like, freeze your tits off, you get a fresh sausage roll, and it's just like fucking steam pissing out your mouth.
You become like a fucking dragon. Yeah.
That's a good time. Now I'm just vaping like,
Now you're just doing the same thing, but it's a bit less. Well, actually, they're both probably equally unhealthy.
I don't know. I don't know. What do you think is worse? A vape a day or a sausage roll a day?
Ooh.
Probably. I don't know. Let the people decide. What are we saying?
Let us
guys?
know in the comments, guys. What's worse, a sausage roll a day?
I know.
But wait,
We
are
could
you
do an interactive segment?
Wait, pause.
Left, right.
Pause. Are you saying like an entire vape a day, like one whole vape?
That would fuck you up.
Because
man.
that's got to be worse.
Right, okay, a crystal bar, a wee 900 puffer. Is that 900 or 400 puff?
Oh, fuck knows.
Whatever. Any one of them.
That or to be honest, I think the vape's probably worse.
Yeah, I would actually agree with that.
Yeah.
I'd agree
If you're
with that.
tanning a whole vape a day, that's
we know people that on prep that are like that.
Bro,
I
know
can remember
people
on
that
prep.
are
I
tanning.
remember on prep going to my pockets and I've got like a hubba bubba. I've got like a fucking banana cream pie. I've got like fucking chicken tikka. Like
chicken tikka. What
I'm
the
just starting. I'm not.
Then the other pocket's a baby spoon. You're
Yeah,
like,
the
oh,
pocket's
fuck.
a baby spoon. As well.
Yeah. No, I don't know what would be worse. Probably both pretty bad though.
Anyway, back to what we were saying.
Fuck knows. Either way, we've both been fine. Calvin is also fine. We're all just having a fucking blast. But we do have questions.
Do you know what's mad, by the way, is that
here he goes.
is it you're coaching your missus,
Mhm.
I'm coaching my wife, Calvin's coaching his missus.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on.
That's true.
Come on.
Because it's fucking free, those fucking
I know, man,
scammy
we
bastards.
pricks, man. I know. I was like obviously putting money towards Josh, and now I'm just getting skint out. I'm getting like time sucked away from me.
Yeah, but you are saving money.
In a sense.
Technically.
Yeah. Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's my wife, she can get away with it.
Yeah, that's true. They can. They can get away with it. But
Have I been on here since I've been married, by the way?
I have no idea. Why are you fucking asking me? I'm no your fucking... It's an aura ring, guys.
Your dad's married, so all the wee dirties in the DMs, stay out, man. Stay out.
Away you go.
You got Blair and Calvin. But that was dope. That was a nice weekend.
Yeah.
That was a nice
Went to
weekend.
Aviemore.
Went to Aviemore.
That was fun.
Chill.
Yeah.
We shot some guns. I was being so good to documented that as well, but then Luke bloody sat in the memory card. I forgot his memory card or something.
He sat on the SD card and broke it.
He was
Yeah,
he was gutted.
fucking raging.
That was dope. I had fucking so much shit food. Like,
yeah.
the food was good. Like, very good quality.
The quality was amazing, but like what we're used to eating versus what we were eating was pretty bad.
1, 2, 3. There must have been about four or five proper cakes. Like big
like
cakes.
actual cakes. Yeah.
And then Chrissy bought 40 fat batch.
Yeah.
Two each it was. So
Pretty
yeah,
much. Yeah.
40. Then there was like
For some reason, I bought like fucking 40 rowies, and I don't really know why.
40. No, you also bought about 10,000 cookies. They didn't even get smashed.
They didn't even get eaten, did they?
Bro, they were so good, man.
Aye.
If
Those
anyone-
ones are good. But like, when you've got so much
That's
shit
from
already.
Costco, for reference. For
Costco job. When you've got so much shit already, like, no one's like, oh, I actually fancy a cookie after eating 15 bits of cake. Do you know what I mean? No one gives a fuck. They're like, I feel like a bloated fuck.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat anymore.
Literally felt like ass.
Right, should we get into some of these questions? Because otherwise we're going to get sidetracked a million fucking times.
Yeah, dude. I've been having just a blast, man. I've not seen you in a couple of weeks.
I know. This is technically our catch-up as well. We've not really caught up in a while. We've had a lot on our plate.
Right.
Oh, Billy's actually trying to phone me.
Is it? Oh, good answer it.
No, I'm not answering. We'll speak to him later.
Why is he not fucking phone me, the cunt?
I phoned him on the way down.
Ah, okay.
So I put up a question box, the page put up a question box, and so did Taylor. So we'll kind of just go like back and forth a bit. Do we have any light-hearted...
No, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, no one's asked me any funny questions.
I was
yet.
expecting to get some. Would you rather
there
have
is-
fingers for dicks or dicks for fingers or
One of the
shag
guy-
your mum or your dad?
James Cooper actually asked who would win, like if we were to have an arm wrestling like competition, like us three, who would win?
I don't think I would win. Probably like.
I think
probably you.
No, I think I would lose because I don't have any confidence with my biceps anymore.
Okay.
So I personally would put me at the bottom. I think I
I
don't.
mean,
even,
Calvin shakes like a fucking shitting dog, man. He'd be sweaty as fuck, so he'd probably lose a brace. I'm not really that worried about Calvin.
yeah, so it's between you. Yeah, I'd be too worried to actually just tear my bicep again.
All right, well.
So you win.
I'll win.
So Taylor wins by default. So there we go. But that's probably the only.
Bro, I've got this like horrible idea of holding Calvin's hand and it's like dripping, man. He's like shaky bastard, that man is.
Right. Let's do some other ones then. Do you want to go with one?
Yeah. So my amazing client, Sir Leg, Andrew Leg, he's done fucking awesome since coming on board. By the
Sir
way.
Leg.
Yeah, his third
Third
name
leg?
yeah, well, his third name.
His third leg.
His third leg is called Leg. No, his second name is Legge.
Yeah,
Leg.
yeah, yeah.
So I was like, oh, hello, Legge. Hello, Legge. He's like, oh, it's just Leg.
That's léger.
Yes. So Andrew Leg, how would you? And this is a good question. The questions have been fucking awesome, by the way.
I got a few belters.
How would you plan and prepare for the winter season and darker nights? That's bro. Dark at fucking 3:30.
How am I preparing for it?
Fucking, you're gonna say you're thinking
No.
about something so fucking dumb. I
No,
know
I'm
you
not.
are.
No,
I
I'm
know
not.
your face.
I would not say
Here
anything.
we go.
I would not say anything
Put the
stupid.
lights on. Put the lights and the heating on. Put the lights and the heating on.
So buy a couple of blankets, right? But like, okay, so if we're being honest, right? How do we deal with it?
I think there's a couple of different.
Well, you do the same fucking shit
I know.
that you did when it was sunny.
I know.
Like, and look, if you really are affected by seasonal affective disorder, get a sad lamp. Like, as soon as you wake up in the morning, turn the sad lamp on, look at it, don't be sad, and then you'll be fine.
Yep.
Right? Like, the reality of the situation is it's pretty much the same, but it's darker and it's colder. And it's like, look, you're not going to want to do your steps. You're not going to want to do your cardio. You're maybe not even going to want to train sometimes. But those who do nothing get nothing. So if you want to do fuck all about it, by all means.
I think it's important as well to like quantify the winter months in Scotland. It's like half the year.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's not.
So
It's
what, are you-
probably 4 or 5 months of the year.
Are you going to spend half your year being like, oh, but it's dark and it's cold? Sorry, Andrew. Like,
being a sad queen?
I don't mean to say that you are sad, but like, look, the way I'm preparing for winter is like accepting the fact that it's going to be dark and it's going to be cold, and it has been for the 28 years that I've lived on this fucking planet.
Here, gyms have heating and like lighting and stuff these days, don't they?
Do they?
I don't. Maybe I'm daft.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
Fuck, man. Maybe we could go to a gym that has like heating, lighting, that sort
We're
of
getting
stuff.
soft, bro.
Yeah, man.
We're getting soft.
People fucking are, man.
If we're being real, like, do the same shit. If you're affected by the fucking darkness, then get a sad lamp. Use it first thing in the morning.
Sunbeds are
Yeah.
helpful as well. A few sunbeds a
Supplement
week.
with vitamin D.
Yep.
And vitamin D and K2, you're fine. That's it. Like, other than that, it's business as usual, as far as I'm concerned. You're going to be demotivated sometimes. You're going to be tired sometimes, but you're going to get that in summer anyway. You know, like, just continue as.
Yeah. It's a hard time to be a coach, I find, over the festive window because people do get quite down and flat.
Yeah.
It's going to be a case of like coming to the end of the year. It's going to be a case of like, yeah, sure, the climate's definitely going to be like of influence.
Yeah, I would agree.
But still like a lot of productive time ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of productive time ahead of you. Like just because it's getting a bit darker, and I appreciate that sometimes if you live in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, then the weather might permit you from going, but like it's a small percentage. Just the best bit of advice is just to hamper on as normal. Understand it's okay to not be motivated. Understand it's okay to not want to go, but it's not okay to listen to those feelings and emotions. Just
You're
try
better
and
off
crack
like
on.
going in and just doing something. Because doing a little bit of something is better than a whole bowl of fuck all. So like,
I
just
do think the sad lamp's a good shout.
Yeah.
as well. I do think the sad
I
lamp's
actually think one of the best investments that I've ever made is the Lumi alarm clock.
no.
Yes.
Joanna has it and it fucking pisses me off every
Yeah, but
morning.
that's because
4
Joanna
a.m.
gets up at fucking 3 a.m. to fight
every
crime.
morning I hear these stupid fucking birds going tweet, 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 tweet.
Yeah, but that's a different scenario. Because Christy and I get up at the same time. Whereas Joe decides to get up at fucking
4 a.m.
3 a.m.
Half 4, yeah.
to fucking go and fight crime or whatever the fuck she's doing at that time. So like, that's kind of different. Whereas for me, like the earliest I'm getting up is 5:30, right? The earliest. So for me, I find it's a really nice way to wake up. Like gradually the light goes from being really deep red to, and I don't even set it all the way to like white. So it's like super bright. I set it so it's like halfway. And it just feels like a nicer way to wake up.
So that honking alarm.
The fucking iPhone alarm is absolutely bogging, man. No fucking chance I want that
bad.
ringing in my lug. But there you go, big dog. That is the answer.
Suck it up, Andy. You're fine. You're well.
Get on with it, big dog.
Just make sure Lynn to your da.
I want
Communicate
to-
with your coach. We're fine.
I want to answer. Okay, so just a quick one. Recommended suppliers of peptides and PEDs. The internet. Thanks for coming.
The peptide side of things, right?
Proforma peptides, RP peptides, biolabs. Type in peptides, you'll find peptides. If you want steroids, too bad. Know a guy. I got one that's not a question called Tom Platt's coming to Bathgate. Pretty cool.
I told you about that.
Tom Platts is coming to
Yeah.
Bathgate. He
Literally
says,
around the corner from my house.
he says it's his favourite place.
I can see that.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. The people, the
He was
scenery,
naming his
the
top
cuisine.
the cuisine, yeah.
The high street's beautiful.
Yeah. You get free meals in all the bins.
Yeah.
Like, what's not to love?
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? But yes, Tom Platz is coming to Bathgate. I can't remember which gym he's going to.
The Barbell Club.
The Barbell Club.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's still tickets. If there is, go and get them.
We're having a pre-session at mine, guys. £10 entry.
Yeah, tequila only. So that's Tom Platz, sick. There's one. Do you want to answer one about GLPs? Or
I'm happy to talk about. GLPs. Yeah, I think that they're a hot topic. So yeah.
Thoughts on the world jumping on GLP-1s without changing anything in their life?
Oh,
I'm going to let you talk, and then I'll talk after.
I think so. The reason why you're fat, out of shape, and motivated is because you ain't been taking care of your physique. And if you think that slapping in a couple of units of Ozempic, Mounjaro, if you're going for something a bit more fancy like retatrutide, is going to that's not a GLP. That's what's like a triple agonist.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you're looking into that without doing the behavioral work first, there's still going to be shortcomings. Like, personally speaking, what I love about this is the process. And that's where people go wrong, is like they just don't want to do the work, but it's just trying to identify that means of enjoyment, a means of inspiration, a means of making it less tedious. And sure, there's aspects you're not going to fucking like. Like, I hate cardio. I've always hated cardio. Fucking hate it, man. And I see people go on Instagram, they love it. I'm like, what the fuck are these doing? I do 20,000 steps on prep, bro. Dan, Billy, they take the piss out of me. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Just do cardio. I was like, bro, my leg, you can't dig it. It's like, that works for me. You know, but it's like I've found a way of navigating it, but ultimately it's not going to like long term. What happens when you're in the absence of it? Are you going to keep taking these GLPs your whole life? You're just keep on abusing them for the sake of it?
I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit, mostly because this is actually kind of what I think. I actually believe that GLPs will be one of the best medical interventions that we've had in a long time.
Go on.
I think obesity is a massive problem. And I think that potentially, subconsciously, GLPs will teach people.
It's not subconsciously because it does have interactions with dopamine. I can't quite recall, but in terms of like the
I'm
craving,
but I'm talking like I think some people, not everybody, will realize that like, my God, I have been overeating. Like every time I wanted to snack, like I was just allowing it. Every time I wanted to do this, I was just doing it. Like. And now, again, I think there are some people that are going to be fat regardless of what. If you tape their mouth shut, they're going to somehow find a way to get food in, and they're just going to be fat, right? But in the same breath, like if somebody turned around to you and said, "I take blood pressure medication," and they said, "Well, why are you not eating avocados and doing cardio?" It's like, okay, but like this helps, and I feel like GLPs are kind of in the same boat. It's like, yes, habits should change. Yes, you should do more in order to lose fat. Like, of course you should.
The thing is,
but like, could this not be a head start for people that are struggling with it?
It could be a head start, but the thing is, if they don't have the fundamental behaviors in place, like if their eating is a byproduct of some emotional damage or a means of coping or doing something like that, GLP's not going to solve that.
But then what if you paired a GLP with therapy? Right? Is there then a...
Well, that's the thing though. So something I do find quite interesting about GLP is like the impact it has on addictions. Okay.
Yes.
Now,
sorry, quick side note. Is that a GLP that does that though? Or is that the other like...
It's in terms of like the mechanism of how it works. It filters through it. So when you look into like Ozempic, Mounjaro, that's going to be one of the... Yeah. So there's a crossover there for sure. But something that I can see a little bit of merit behind that, right? Because when I think about habits and behaviors and routine and rhetoric, this is something that I don't know, but it's something that I have thought about myself. Is like, well, what if someone takes it long enough where all that food noise is cancelled out, all the cravings are potentially cancelled out, and then they slowly taper away from it for potentially a higher level of intake? I don't know. Like, maybe that might help.
That's kind of the angle I'm looking at it. And again, my stance is not that I think everybody will do this. My stance is that I think some people, potentially a lot of people, could. They will realize that like what they have been doing is too much because they're now understanding and visually seeing and feeling how much they're now eating and what is the outcome of that. There are people that's going to take things too far.
What if someone's smashing too much Reta? or GLP.
Yeah, but if
so I
you're-
keep saying Reta. But if someone's taking too much though, and they're thinking, oh well, this is fine. I'm not hungry. I'm not going to eat, and then all of a sudden, pendulum swings the other way.
Yeah, but like you could argue the same thing with painkillers. You can argue the same thing with every drug that's ever been created, right? It's like the doctor might tell me to take one painkiller AM, one painkiller PM, but I might go, well, what happens if I take
It's like
6?
your amitriptylines, man.
Yeah, I say, yeah, exactly.
Take 3, we're sound. Take 5, we're having a party.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. But like, that's the same argument can be applied, but we wouldn't say get rid of naproxen. We wouldn't say get rid of, like, all of these things, all of these drugs have a place.
Honestly,
in my
I
opinion.
think that people should have given that motherfucking Jamie Oliver a fucking chance.
I know. I think Jamie Oliver's a prick.
No, but genuinely, man, like it's what the world actually needs is like thorough education from a young age.
No, but you want to ban Cocoa Pops, bro, and Cocoa Pops are fucking.
Cocoa Pops are lit, man.
Yeah, they're banging.
Oh, okay.
But he was like, oh, the sugar. It's like, again,
But
sugar.
the thing is, he's not a fucking nutritionist, right? So he's just leaning into maybe what he thinks potentially is best.
Yeah, I know, but how about
think
leave
that
it to the experts?
That's what I'm saying though, is like, this is going to sound like pure New World Order shit, man, but like it's within the world's best interest to fund big pharma, right? It's like we don't want these motherfuckers like taking care of their mental health. They don't want these motherfuckers taking care of their health because ultimately, who comes knocking? You know, and then this is just like a big money. I don't know if this is the case, but like
I've got to be honest
certainly
though,
feel like
bro,
from what I have seen, especially with my dad's line of work and going to the most fucking impoverished areas in Glasgow, I see what's happening and I see what else could be done. And it's like,
But if it wasn't for big pharma, folk would be fucking dying when they're 40.
absolutely, but there'll be less people addicted to X, Y, and Z. There may be other things here and there. The
Yeah,
thing
but
is,
you're
is
offsetting like.
right, is this the fucking big pharma podcast?
Well, no, but I'm not advocating.
Tune into a half-hour debate
Hey,
on
look.
big pharma.
Hey, look, if we agreed on everything, podcast would be boring.
Okay, that's fine.
Do you know what I mean? We've got to play devil's advocate sometimes. But like, if it wasn't for massive pharmaceutical companies doing research and finding out how drugs work, we'd all be sat there like fucking lemons. We get an infection, like, oh, I'm dead. There's nothing I can do. I stubbed my toe.
I'm not talking in that context.
Yeah, but I am. Who creates these things?
Oh, absolutely.
Pharmaceutical companies.
Absolutely. But what I'm saying though is that without leaning into the whole, okay, you know, to solve the future, we're going to get everyone on these fucking skinny jabs. Like, no, just teach education from the earlier. Like, I already can tell, like, I mean, maybe this is a bit shitty, but like, my kid is going to be raised to play sport. My kid is going to be raised to eat clean food. Yeah, sure, they can have a little bit of shite, but like, I'm going to make sure and like educate them properly. I'm going to show them why we're doing what we're doing. Mm-hmm. And
But you weren't educated that way.
I was really lucky with my parents. Like
But your dad wasn't like, remember, you have to eat protein after you train, otherwise you'll miss out on that muscle protein synthesis spike, right? The things that we're doing is because we found a love and a passion for something. Most people don't feel the way that we feel about bodybuilding.
What we know can help though. Like they don't need to be bodybuilders to at least lean into part of the lifestyle that's going to benefit them.
I agree, but if we're going to talk about that, then there's 100 other things as well that should be mentioned in a school curriculum, like mortgages and interest rates and investing.
Yeah, but ultimately though, none of that shit counts because I'm talking about taking care of oneself's health. I don't give a flying fuck if you can look at a spreadsheet and, you know, look at fucking, okay, I'm going to plan for this and fucking inflation's going to do this and I don't give a shit about that. It's like, how can I interpret my own mental health and how can I treat my body in a safe manner that's going to promote longevity? Mm-hmm. You know?
Just so we're clear, I don't disagree.
Yeah, Blair wants everyone to get loaded to the gills of all
No.
these...
I think it's, again, I think it should be a last resort, right? And by the way, I think it should be prescribed by doctors, not bought, you know, like you shouldn't be able to go to a Botox clinic and buy Manjaro.
Yeah, I've seen that. I didn't know that was fine.
That shit's fucking wild, right?
Is that because it's still under the research?
I don't fucking know. It's fucking mad as fuck. But like, you know, if you want to be able to take it, like if you want to take it, that's fine. You should probably go to a doctor and you should get it through a doctor. I would argue, right? At the same time though, like we're bodybuilders, we can get pretty much any drug that we want at any time. So like,
where from?
Can't tell you. But like, you can get pretty much anything that you need, right? So like, there's an argument for that too. It's a difficult one. I don't feel like I should be the voice or you should be the voice to be like, GLPs are good or GLPs are bad.
GLPs choose you.
But I think there's a place for them. And I think that they will help a lot of people, especially with fucking how mad obesity rates
should we cover
have been.
the prophylactic value of something like Reta? in terms of HbA1c?
I've got to be honest.
Cholesterol?
I've got to be honest. Like,
Still early days.
I think it's still too early to be able to definitively say.
I love how people are super dosing it to take loads of GH.
Oh, I know.
Like, what?
Yeah, people are like smashing the tits off of growth hormone and therefore counteracting it with Reta because it keeps insulin sensitivity. And you're like,
It kind of blows my mind that drugs these days is like, right,
I will take a drug to counteract a drug.
counteract that, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking...
It's kind of like how bodybuilders make stack designs and they go, I will take loads of Primo in order to...
Not taking AI.
Yeah, not take an AI. And it's like, but that's going to have the same impact on your cholesterol. You know, it's kind of like, which is the lesser of two evils. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I feel like we got down a bit of a rabbit hole there. I'm also just trying to play devil's advocate a little bit because...
Blair's a prick, we get it.
I'm a prick, right?
Okay,
right, hit me with a question. I'll be less diplomatic this time.
I'd be interested to know what each of you learned from the coaches you've worked with. Firstly, shout Ali Brun. You're an absolute delight, sir.
Yeah.
And I hope you're well.
Big up, Ali.
Oh, he's a good guy, man. Great guy.
Lovely lad. What have I learned from all the coaches I've had?
Yeah.
So my first coach was a local guy. I learned nothing from him. Unfortunately. Sorry, Craig. But you taught me to love bodybuilding. But apart from that,
thanks for the love.
Thanks for the love of bodybuilding. My first proper coach was Callum Raystrick. I mean, you worked with Cal short term. I worked with Cal long term.
I didn't learn fuck all from Cal.
Yeah, you didn't learn much from Cal.
I learned how to wait for a check-in response for half a week.
But I learned a lot from Cal.
And do you know what I will say? Cal's like when I see Cal, hello Cal, how are you? I'm not like an arsehole.
Yeah, I mean, if we're being honest, Cal is the most successful coach in the UK, probably in terms of like business wise. He's fucking.
I think in every sense.
In every sense, yeah. He's fucking. Yeah. I mean, he's got top 5 Olympian in classic. Like, I learned a lot from Cal. I'm not going. I worked with Cal for 3.5 years, so like I learned a lot from him. Yeah. Matt was mindset for sure. Like Matt Strong changed my mindset completely. I had a lot of anxiety. I was having panic attacks a lot. I don't know why. I still don't really know why.
Body weight was really fucking high then.
Yeah. I just felt not great, and like Matt really helped me sort of shift my mindset, and like, you know, the way he would speak and the way that he would come across. He's a super intelligent guy. Like, so I'd say Matt had the biggest impact on that in terms of my mindset. Cuba is a whirlwind, that's for sure. But nobody teaches you to be
Cuba's taught me how to be a man.
Cuba taught me that I can be scared of a man. That's what fucking Cuba taught me. He is like, if any bodybuilder is struggling to be a bodybuilder, if you want to find out whether you'll make it or break it,
if you either want to extend your career
or end
it, he's your guy.
Cuba's the man. Like if like no one turns you into a robot like he does. Nobody. When I was on prep, when I finished my prep with Cuba, I was like, it was fucking steps were to the step, grams were to the gram. It was like not a single fucking thing was missed. Even on show day when he was trying to drown me.
Yeah, that was savage.
I was drinking so much water and I was like, I'm actually going to drown. I was like, I don't know what's going on here.
Danny boy?
Nate's just big and sound. Dan's big and sound. Yeah. And the short stint I was with Vicky.
You probably learned everything.
Well, the thing is, the thing with Vicky was the mentorship.
Yeah, that's like what you did.
You know, I did 6 months of mentoring with Vicky, and that was the biggest.
That long?
Yeah, I did 6 months.
Shit.
Yeah, 6 months with Vicky.
And your coach for 4 or 3?
3, I think.
3.
I was going through a bit of a rough patch when I was coached by Vicky. You know, so at the tail end of Nathan with Vicky, I was struggling a lot. Like mentally, I had a lot going on. So I just wasn't in a particularly good headspace. I mean, I was going to pack in bodybuilding and shit. Do you know what I mean? I was like ready to stop.
It's injuries, wasn't it?
Yeah, injuries, and like it was just like
body kind of ran away from you a little bit.
Yeah, I couldn't wrap my head around the way I felt. I was in constant pain. Like things were just like, it just wasn't good. It just was not a good time.
Well, take fucking note, ladies and gentlemen, because even your old dad, or your uncle's dad, your dad's uncle fucking gets poorly, man.
Your dad's dad, your ma's dad.
Happens to fucking everyone, man.
Yeah,
happens to everyone. You just have to just keep on going.
You got to keep on keeping on, boys and girls. I don't mean for this to get like fucking deep and everyone to be upset, but And
We're
everyone,
talking about Big Pharma again, man. This is shite.
if you could play your tiny violins for me, everyone, that would be wonderful. But yeah, this year was when I left Nathan and then I started with Vicky. Like I shouldn't have done that. I should have just taken a bit of time to like figure out what I wanted.
Yep.
And I'm fucking sound. I feel great. We're top of the world. My injury just disappeared, and I didn't have to take loads of pharmaceutical drugs. Shout out Big Pharma, and I felt great. And now I feel amazing. So there you go.
Good.
What have you learned from all your coaches?
So
Who was your first coach
Andy
again?
Scott
Andy
was my first coach.
Andy.
So Andy taught me
Big up, Andy.
like the value of Andy. I felt like Andy cared about me,
Mm.
and I always remember asking Andy for like feedback on how to like grow the business. He's like, "Well, just treat your one client like they're your only client." And ever since he said that, it kind of stuck with me, you know. And Andy was like great with me. He just inspired me, took me under his wing. He taught me a lot. So there was a lot like personability there, right? Like, you know, people management, you know, like just making sure that someone feel comfortable. So I think that was something I learned from Andy. From Andy, I went to Cuba. Cuba taught me how to be a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Like, Cuba's the reason why I am...
You're gay.
Yeah. Cuba's the reason why I'm a raging poof. But also the reason why I am as good as what I am when it comes to all this sort of stuff. It's just like, he drills it in from day one. You know, nothing was ever good enough. But it worked very well. I've always been used to... This is going to sound awfully sad, but like I've always been used to using the sensation of not feeling like I'm good enough as like a source of motivation. Like that resonates really well with me. So he was great at that. I would say I'm going to put Tom and Martin in the same bracket because they kind of like open my eyes to what high level amateurs are doing on the stat design side of things. You know, Andy was pretty light. Cuba was not super
He's moderate.
light. Yeah, moderate.
He's
but then
moderate.
like Tom, Martin, you know, especially with like Tom.
Would you like the kitchen sink, sir?
You're kind of pushing it a lot, man. And I kind of learned that you don't nor need that. I think that a bigger body needs more. But at that point where I was, definitely wasn't merited. And I think that translated towards how I look, how I felt.
It's
but yeah.
toxicity at the end of the day. That's what these drugs are. Your body is treating it.
You feel like
So-
it's just a source of inflammation that the body's fighting against, and there's already a million things it's trying to kind of fight off.
Yeah, you're fighting off the mad training session that you just did. You're fighting off the hands you've shaken and the germs that are spreading. And then on top of that, it's like, here's fuckloads of drugs.
Yeah.
Your body's like, oh God.
Yep. Callum, how
long did you work?
offense.
Were you Callum?
It was like 3 months, man.
Yeah.
I was paid, like at this point, I had no money. I had finished uni.
Is that when you went to Cal, was it?
I went to Cal. So I was living in the flat in Leith. So Dre and I had a wee flat in Leith that was Joanna's mum and dad's. Absolute legends for letting us stay there. Every month I was making about £1,200. I was working at Powerhouse. I was paying Callum, I think it was about £200 then. So leaving with £900, then I had to pay a few £100 for digs. Then I had to pay for my food for the month. Then I had to pay for my gear for the month. And then I had to pay for little bits and bobs. So like, I had no money, like for years, like fucking years, man. Right. And I was investing everything into bodybuilding.
Yeah.
It was like no plan B. It's like, this is what I'm doing. This is where I'm going to go. Like I was fucking broke, man. I was actually pretty fucking scared. But do you know what, actually? When I think back, it was actually a really happy time in my fucking life.
Yeah.
Didn't give a shit about anything. As long as I had Joey, the house, and the tray and the gym, I was fucking like a pig in shit, man.
Yeah.
But like, you know what, man? I did feel quite low when I wasn't getting that from Callum because he was like the pinnacle for me. And I was like, mate, this guy wants to work with me. Fuck. And then that was like, okay, well then, you know.
I mean, the way it ended with me is probably the same way it ended with you with Cal. Like, my check-in responses went from it took 1 day to it took 2 days to it took 3 days. And eventually I was like...
Essentially weren't good enough.
Yeah, and I was like, Cal, why am I getting such a late response? And he was like, oh, well, I'm now charging... I think he was charging $300 a month. And he was like, and you're still only paying $150. And I was like...
That's fucked, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like, that's absolute fucked.
Yeah. Thing is, I've actually spoken to Cal since on a couple of occasions. I think Cal is A, one of the best coaches in the UK, and B, one of the nicest guys in the industry. Yeah. But like at that time, I think he just had bigger fish to fry.
That's it. That is, I put my hand up and say I'm like the exact same boat, man.
I mean, he was at that point he had pros and he had people trying to get Olympia qualifications. And look, I know my fucking place in the food chain, and I think at the time you were probably the same. It's like,
oh, absolutely.
We know where we're at. Like, I don't think you should lower your service for that. I think if you don't want a client, you should
Say no.
say either no or like, you're like, look, my prices are now 300. So if you want to pay 300, you're welcome to stay. If you don't, I understand. You know, however you want to do it.
I think it reflects them on them poorly as well. Like if they're having to say, well,
I still have nothing bad to say about Cal. Like I still sign up for ICM. I would still love to do like a mentorship with him, like just to pick his brains and learn from him. Granted, I'm not paying how much money he would probably want for a mentorship because he's probably extortionately expensive.
Yeah,
but I still think he's one of the best, and I stand by that. Do you know what I mean? But that is a bit shit.
What have I learned from Dan?
Well, that's your current one, isn't it? The current man.
Dan sees things like differently, which
I would agree with that.
Which I quite like. What have I learned from Dan? I can't tell you.
Still learning from Dan.
No, but the thing with Dan, the relationship that I have with Dan's a very interesting one. I can't really put my finger on it. He like enables me. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he can get a lot out of me.
Mm-hmm.
He can speak to me in different tones of conversation depending on what I need. Like he can interpret that from me.
Well, I think you saw so much value in Dan that you went back to him.
Yeah. But the thing with me is when it comes to coaching, I'm incredibly level-headed. When it comes to like managing my own stuff, it's kind of far from that. And like I can't be that individual that's getting like babied down. I can't also be like you can't be overprotective with me, but you can't be like, give me all the feedback in the world. Like, I'm probably quite an awkward bastard to be, but that's just because of like, I don't know, how I kind of sit and view myself and all that sort of shit. But like Dan, I know he cares so much. And the fact that I know that makes me just like, it sounds really gay, but like I love him for seeing that in me. Because I've not had anyone really look at me and say, you know what, mate, you can actually do this and believe in me like that. Whereas like when I look at him and he says we can do something, I'm like, okay, well, he means this, you know? Because I would be pissed off at him if he was feeding me shite. I would be really upset.
But Dan has no filter.
No.
But
that's the thing.
So Dan would be like, look, you don't have it. If you didn't have it, Dan would be like, you don't have it.
Yep.
So the fact that he can say you do have it, or you can do this, or you can do that, I know, anyone that's worked with Dan knows that he is being honest.
And I like that he's very like forward thinking. If he sees something, he's not afraid to just say, right, let's try this, let's do this, let's do that. Whereas some people are like, okay, well, we've tried this before, but let's just leave it. Like, I think Dan's going to go places in time. I think that if Dan, you're ever watching this, I love you to bits, man. But I think Dan's like real future in the bodybuilding realm is as a coach.
Is as a coach.
Yeah,
I would agree.
You know, like, see when he's on his coach mode, mate, it's inspiring, it's beautiful, it's like, it's really nice to watch and see. Because
he's got a really good eye.
He does, man.
Like in person, he's got. I remember when I watched.
He's got a fucking heart of gold as well, man. He's a big emotional bear, but he got a heart of gold. You know, and I think there's a lot to learn about that as well. Like something that, I mean, you'll be the same. Like I get really emotionally invested in clients.
Yeah,
you know, and sometimes it can probably be misconstrued as like, oh, Taylor's maybe a bit fucked off at me, or maybe Taylor's been a little bit over enthusiastic about this, Y, and Z. Maybe he's coming across as a little bit too excited, but it's like. Bro, I really wear my heart on my sleeve here. And like, when you succeed, I mean, like when Amy was on the WNBF stage, she took first, but bro, I was fucking crying my eyes out. Abby turned around and I was like, but I couldn't help. I was so proud of her because I know how much that she'd been working for to that objective. And that was the big fucking show. That was the fucking Supernaturals. That was the big one that we had to fucking nail. And she fucking won it, man.
But then you look at other things as well. Like, let's move it away from competitors and move it to just like changing somebody's life.
I think that's amazing as well.
Like, look at what you did with Dan.
I love it.
Look at what I've done with Amy.
She was awesome, by the way. What the fuck?
Yeah,
two different physiques.
Yeah, those that don't know, Amy's been a client of mine for over 2 years now. 2 years now. And she's gone from 97 kilos to 57 kilos. It's
two different bodies.
And like, I remember when she hit 57, because that was the goal. It was to get to 40 kilos. So I was like, we'll get to 40. By the way, this hasn't been in one big swoop. I've not been like, right, you've got a 2-year diet coming up. Like, no.
But it's okay, we'll push and pull just to save the period. Don't worry.
Yeah. We're managing the menstrual cycle. But like we've had like a gaining phase where our food got upwards of 3,000 calories, and then we've pulled back and it's been as low as 1,200, right? And we've pushed and pulled. But when she got
females on less than 1,500 calories, no.
Yeah, and our fats were lower than 50 grams.
Fuck off. There we go.
And our cardio was every day.
Yeah.
But the thing, like when I sent her that voice note, being like, "You've done it," like I was almost fucking greeting because I was like, I can't believe that she's managed to get, and by the way, all 40 kilos was not me. She'd already lost like 15, 16 on her own. Actually with the help of my other client, Kyra. Kyra was helping her out.
Who's looking awesome as well.
Yeah, Kyra also looks fantastic. Big up Kyra. And yeah, it's just like those moments are so
beautiful,
inspiring.
Man. Yeah,
like
they're so good.
They're just like, that's why you get into the job in the first place. The competitors and stuff is like a byproduct of becoming very good and very passionate about bodybuilding. But like,
lifestyle's sick.
Yeah, like when you get something like that, it's a game changer. It's a game. You realize you're like, I am having a profound impact on somebody's life on a level that a lot of people will never be able to even comprehend.
Yeah,
and that shit's fucking awesome. Like that shit is so inspiring.
Do you know what I quite like the idea of? I don't know about you, but when I've had conversations with coaches or friends that have stayed with me for my whole life, you know, and like, there's something nice about having 1 to 2 conversations, like really pivotal conversation that just sticks with someone forever. You know, like I can think back to conversations with like Andy back in the day, Kuba back in the day, Dan, like they stand out, and I can never forget those words, even if it's a couple words in that sentence. But like it just grabs you, man. You know, it's like emotional. Yeah. You know, and that's like deep. That's like embedded in you. You know,
that's crazy. You know,
it's cool what we do, man. It is really cool what we do.
But then again, like we obviously spoke about the education side earlier on in the podcast, and like people just pulling what they need from coaches and implementing that to their clients. But like we've worked with some of the top coaches in the UK, and we have learned from these guys. But I'm obviously not giving what I've got from Cuba to someone else, like, you know, a carbon copy, well, because then they'd all leave. But like, you get like, we're taking the things that we like from each coach, and we're saying, well, I did like this, but I didn't like this, and I liked this, but I wasn't so sure about that. And like, you're creating a picture and your own sort of like coaching identity.
Yeah. Did you watch that Guy Ritchie thing I sent you about the coats?
About the coats?
Yeah, about the jackets and the suits.
No.
Okay. If anyone has the chance, go into Joe Rogan, Guy Ritchie. It's very philosophical.
Sorry. Yeah. Bro, I thought you said, have you seen the guy with the coats?
No, Guy Ritchie speaks about the coats and the suits.
Yeah.
So if anyone gets the chance, please, I don't want to kind of like spoil it or anything, but just go and listen to it.
Put the link at the bottom of the...
I'll put the link in it here, man. But I was watching that. It was maybe like 11 o'clock at night. And mate, it was so fucking impactful, man. So impactful. I love when you just come across those things that just like sit. Like I will always remember when I was on prep watching Chris Bumstead's first Modern Wisdom podcast. He spoke about like being a champion and how it wasn't just about how you are on stage, but like off stage, and how you conduct your head and self-talk and how you project yourself to others. And mate, see, since I watched that, like...
you know who I find really good to listen to? It was, again, I saw it on a Chris Williamson podcast, was it Simon Sinek?
No, I've not seen that one.
He does like leadership stuff. And it's like the way that you communicate with people and the way that you speak to people and the way you treat people. Like, I just found his stuff really good. I've got one of his books actually, and it's actually, I think his book's up there on the bookshelf. It might be, I think, Start With Why. Is that Simon Sinek's book?
That is.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so he does a lot of like leadership stuff for companies. And he's really fucking good. Really fucking good. I'm not going to be talking to myself because Taylor's decided to start reading the book. Are you chorting it, are you? Aye, down it goes.
Already fucking pay these cunts enough.
Down the hatch it goes. But yeah, I don't know why the fuck we got into that. But yeah, Simon Sinek's fucking awesome. Chris Bumstead is obviously awesome.
Bro, these motherfuckers should be doubling down on the TED Talks, on the Modern Wisdoms, because it's winter, bro. The winter arc is here, man. It's going to be freezing. It's going to be unmotivated.
What do you think about, like, what do you think people should be doing right now? I had a consult call today. I've got a girl coming on board. And, like, this is traditionally a tough time for coaching, quote unquote, tough time for coaching.
October, November should be called, like, flaky season.
Yeah, but let's give some context.
It's always the same people that leave this time of year.
What do you think people should be doing? Obviously, it's going to be based on that person's physique, right? But like, what do you think people should be doing right now in terms of like, because people are worrying about, ooh, I have nights out, and ooh, wait, let me, don't fucking.
No, I'm listening, I'm rolling my eyes because I've had this exact conversation with one of my clients earlier on.
Well, just let me finish the point. So people have got nights out, and people put a lot of emphasis on Christmas, right? As if it's not one day. But
it's like the weekend between is like no man's land,
yeah,
bro.
that week in between is pretty brutal. But like, what do you think people should be doing between now and Christmas so they can keep themselves like, and I don't mean because it's dark, Mr. Leg, I mean because it's of the time of year. Like there are going to be nights out coming up. There's going to be, you might go trick-or-treating if you're 14. Wait, do people go trick-or-treating at 14?
I don't know. I don't know.
Fuck knows.
Any 14-year-olds watching, let us know.
Let us know in the comments, all you 14-year-olds. But yeah, what do you think people should be doing?
Good question, brother. What should
How are you finding balance in all the noise between now and like that sort of no man's land period?
So this is something that, personally speaking, I do struggle with. Is like the concept of sacrificing, right? Like, I've got this coming up, so I need to sacrifice this or that. But it's like, personally speaking, it's never an ask for me to miss like a social occasion or to miss something like that. Like, I just enjoy doing what I do. But 100%. I appreciate that for some people, though, they don't love it to the same extent we do. They like it and they see the value, but this time of year can become obviously quite challenging. I think it's important that you are realistic and that you're honest with yourself, i.e., if you're willing to have an exchange of social time, then you know there's going to be a compromise to the physique, right? And it's up to you if you want to navigate that and go down that path and potentially, end up having to work your arse off at the start of the year, if not shotgun a diet before you go away to Zante with the boys in July time. So it depends. Like, people are so concerned about thinking short term, or not short term, but up until Christmas. But then what happens after Christmas? It's almost like people are just so focused on that date that nothing after really counts.
Yeah, that's true. But I suppose it's about keeping people switched on between now and then, right? It's keeping the fire lit when this time of year can be a time where people almost give up. Like they give up to the idea that like almost progress can't be made because things are happening.
But it's like, this is what I don't understand, because it's like, okay, well, let's quantify progress. Like, what does progress look like? Okay, well, if you're in a fat loss phase, right, progress is going to look like drops in body weight or drops in body fat.
Yeah.
Drops in body fat. Okay, so that within itself is going to be, that can be easily managed and navigated. Like
I don't think people believe us when we say that.
I am totally honest with clients, right? And again, this is not like I am a bodybuilding coach. I want to work with some fucking sick ass rigs, right? In the politest way possible. This is not a holistic means of going. But see, if I have a client that's in a fat loss phase and they're like, Taylor, bro, I'm going a night out with the boys. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm like, right, okay. You're gonna have one meal on plan. You're gonna have a carb-free meal. And that's you for the day. And you're going to go and you're going to chill with the boys. You're going to have a nice time. But the day after, you get right back on it. Go and have fun with the boys. But like, unfortunately, you're going to be starving yourself here. I know that it's probably not what people are going to be saying. Like, oh, but should you not be like balancing calories across the week? No, like just
rip it.
Just rip it on that day and then get back to it the day after. That's it. And you're probably going to feel shit.
I think the biggest problem is that day after, though. For nights out.
Yeah.
For nights out. Look, if you're going out for dinner, like, that's not going to be an issue, right? But, like, if you're going on a night out, it's that Sunday. Like, oh, I feel so sorry for myself.
Yeah. So, my client, Cam Graham, the penny finally dropped. I don't know how many times I've told this boy about, like, weekend plans, like, what to do, how to navigate it. We've been on nights out together. The day after, I can't eat worth a fuck. You're the same. You're not.
I don't eat
hungry
until later on in the day.
You're not hungry at all, and then all of a sudden we can just pack away some food, right? I would honestly just say, well, just have a calorie day. Just stay within your calories. If you're going to have one big meal, sound,
or
but
just don't go fucking Billy bonkers on your night out. Like, because you know it's going to have an impact the next day. Like, and are you seriously telling me that in order to have fun, you need to drink a bottle of gin?
Yes.
Not, good point. I take it back.
Tequila.
Oh, God, no, fuck off. I think the name of the game is fucking
let's be real.
moderation.
Look, let's be real. We're going to go on a night out in December. I'm going to fucking send it.
But
Okay?
that's not a fair comparison. We go on one night out a year.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, we do like one
Hold on,
night out.
let me just bank this line, Blair.
How many calories are in this, bro?
That's a joke, by the way. I'm exclusively on.
No, it would be a whole bag.
I know. Unless Jack Gunn's coming.
Oh fuck! Don't start that shit. But like we're not a fair measuring stick for that, because like we're gonna go on a night out and we're gonna fucking rip the arse out of it. But like we will do that once or twice a year.
Yep.
There are people that do that every weekend and expect a result, right? So it's like, well, how do they, like, how are they expecting to get anything
GLPs.
out of this? Well, GLPs. And this is where Big Pharma comes in.
So what do we do? Are we pro or are we against it?
We're balanced is what we are. Yeah, I just thought it was an interesting question because, like, I've been thinking about it, not for myself, because I know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be eating on plan probably until Christmas Day, and then I will
Take the day off.
probably take the day off, right? And then
Back to it the day after.
then back to it the day after, right? But, like, we are the exception, not the rule. Like, most people are worried about what they're going to do over Christmas, and it's like, because it's like, oh, but I have to go to my work's night out. Oh, but I have to go to this night out. It's like, well, first of all, you never have to go on a night out, just so we're aware. And if you do, you don't have to drink. And if
Or
you
go half that hard.
and you don't have to have that meal. Like, you are choosing to at the end of the day. But if you're going to choose to, how do you navigate that? And I think you're right. It's like, let your coach know in advance, or if you're doing it yourself, know in advance when that day is. Either pull back across the week or pull back on that day pretty hard. Do your cardio, get your steps done, tick the boxes, go and enjoy it.
Yep.
But the more frequently you do these things, the harder it will become
Yep.
to get that result.
And as you were saying before I kind of got cut off, the day after, I'm happy for specific clients, like my clients aren't competing, to follow calories or macros.
Agreed.
That's it.
Agreed.
But the day after, it needs to be on the rest day, on baseline meal plan with cardio done, steps done, and meal plan nailed. Like, that's it. Like, I will always give people 2 days of rest after a night out. So the day of
I don't.
the day of the session, you just get them straight back in.
Well, I'm like, most people are doing it and then they have a rest day anyway.
Nah, see, I do too, because I find that
I like a punishment session on a Monday.
yeah. But so the reason why I do two is because
People are going to hate that, by the way.
I know. So
The Punisher.
I know. So the reason why I do 2 days is because the day after you feel like absolute ass. You probably struggle to get liquids in. You've already deprived yourself of fluids the day before, so you're going to be pretty heavily dehydrated. You're then probably going to have a bolus amount of carbs at the end of the day. Sleep's maybe not going to be the best as is anyway. It hadn't been the night before anyway, because we know alcohol fucks your sleep. So we've got 2 days where things aren't where they need to be. I would much rather give them 1 day of absolute rest on the Sunday with calories or meal plan balanced, and then on the Monday, if they're going out on the Saturday, let's say, Monday's going to be a cardio and step day, meal plan nailed, just to set them up.
I think that's overcautious.
And then that's it. I don't.
I think that's overcautious.
Well, if any of y'all bitches working with Blair get tears after a Szechuan, y'all know why.
Well, you shouldn't be going out on a fucking Szechuan then, should you? You fucking silly
Shite
bastards.
bag.
No,
Like-
I get what you're saying. I don't totally disagree, but I think I'm a more of the school of thought that's like, just get back on it. Like, take the Sunday, sleep well, and get ready for getting back to work. Job done.
So, quick one.
Yeah.
What do you think is most misunderstood in/about bodybuilding?
That because you take steroids, you don't have to do.
You were talking about steroids.
Yeah. Well, I just think it's like people think that you take this magical thing,
Cheating.
and then I also hate the fact that people think it's cheating, as if we go into natural shows and like we're like, haha, like I'm here, and I'd probably still get beat, but that's not the point. Like,
What do you think of natural athletes being friends with assisted athletes?
what do I think of that?
Yes, fucking who gives a fuck?
Yeah, who fucking cares?
Exactly.
Does that mean I can't speak to my dad? Like, what do you mean? Like, what the? Like, does this mean you can't speak to your mum? Like, but my mum doesn't take trends, so I can't speak to my mum. It's like fucking stupid fucking question. But no, I think the biggest misconception is that like you now take steroids, therefore you're guaranteed results. Like, no, you still have to train as hard. You still have to train even harder. You have to eat just as well. You have to sleep just as well. Like, the other boxes can't afford to not be ticked because you're taking this thing. Don't get me wrong, they work. But like, it's not a game changer if you don't do fuck all about it.
Yep.
Also, I think another misconception is that the biggest guys in the gym are scary. I think a lot of the biggest guys in gyms are very friendly.
You spoke to Adam Harding.
He's frightening, to be fair.
out with him. He is my boy.
Yeah.
I would say, like, the reason behind it. Like, see, when people look at you.
Oh, the vanity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't give a flying. Like, I don't do it to get attention. I don't do it to feel.
I do. I'm swimming in vanity because of bodybuilding. It's insane.
But genuinely though, man. But maybe that's. from, like, a
Did you
different-
start that way though? Is that why you started?
I think probably I was a bit like out of shape as a wee guy.
Yeah.
But then like over time,
Now you're out of shape as a big guy.
Now I'm out of shape as a big guy.
Respect.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but I think the reason behind why we do it, it's not to gain like attention. It's just I actually just enjoy. I love training as a byproduct to get fucking big.
Yeah,
it's not a bad side effect.
Yeah, yeah. No, I would agree with that. Why did you what was the this could be back to like a childhood thing, but
Fuck, I'm so crying.
What caused you to go down this road? Because I know, for example, why I did. Well, I think
right. So I've been having a wee think because this is something that I'm at an age now where I need to start working on some shit and just making sure that my head's all good. Mm-hmm. I think it was from I'm not gonna get into it, but a pretty ropey upbringing, I would say, just being young, quite vulnerable.
Probably being Mexican.
Being Mexican, an immigrant, you know, in Lark Hall. Yeah. You know what I mean? Middle of fucking nowhere, you know, rough as toast.
When you're used to Mexico City, it's tough.
I know. But I think maybe just that, you know, I felt like...
So if that's the case, though, why
bodybuilding?
Why choose another hard?
I think it's because of what it allowed me to feel. Getting stronger, feeling in power, feeling in control, feeling quite confident, you know, not scared, I could stand up. That sounds really bad.
A bit of an imposing figure.
I'm not going to fucking get into it because I could definitely
talk about we don't have to get into it.
But I think it's just a confidence thing. I can take care of myself. I'm not a wee guy, you know, and... it sounds really fucking weird, and it would probably help if I sat and explained it, but you all don't need to hear that shit.
No, but I think it's valuable for people to, because one of the questions was why did you get into it?
Yeah.
And my reason is significantly less deep. I really liked WWE.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I always admired Dave Bautista.
I was never into that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I couldn't care less about big guys.
My dad predicted when I was young that I would end up being a personal trainer because I was obsessed with these guys
so
that were jacked.
your dad has the crystal balls. You have the hairy balls.
I have hairy balls. He has crystal balls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
But that's actually, I think way back when, that's why. But I think as I grew up, it was because I was always tall and big that I felt like I had to continue a reputation of being tall and big.
Yeah.
Because if I just didn't go to the gym, I would just be either a lanky streak of piss or a fat cunt. There would be no in between. But because I train, it's I have a reputation for being a big guy, and I've always been
your identity.
Yeah. So it's kind of who I am.
Yeah.
So
I think when you look into the psychological structure of that and having that identity and you know that association with yourself, you see a lot more adherence to the plan. You see a lot more of the psychological prowess that's reflective in those actions.
Yeah.
That's a really important one. It's self-characterization, in my opinion. Who are you? And fucking own it. You know, don't be flaky about it. No, this is who I am.
100%. I'm on board with that.
I'll get one more.
You do one more and I'll do one more.
Okay. I'll get one that's I actually want to answer this one because I keep getting a question from this guy that's kind of doing my tits in, but I'll answer it anyway. Opinions on steroid supply and use being discussed on the gym floor in front of other members. Now, this individual asking this question, I know works for the police. I know is an avid, I believe so. I think he works for the police. I know he's an avid natural bodybuilder and all that sort of stuff. He's asked a couple of questions. I don't understand why, because I don't know if he's being condescending. But
wait, hold on. Let me go into it first because I don't know who asked the question.
Yeah.
Right. What's the question?
Opinion on steroid supply and use being discussed in the gym floor in front of other members. Now, I have heard a lot fucking worse being discussed in the gym floor out with what someone's gear is. Mm-hmm. I've heard boys talking about fucking sending pictures of birds.
Yeah, I was literally aware to say that.
I've heard about guys talking about how they're going to do this and this and this. I've heard about how people have been fighting and how this cunt's going to tie this guy up and do this and this and this. Mm-hmm. How this guy's do this.
And you're worried about someone saying, I bumped my Primo up to 400.
That, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Come on.
So.
And people are talking about, bro, I took fucking 10 fucking purple Mitsubishis that weekend, man.
Aye.
What did you do? Oh, bro, I had some of that pink stuff, man. I was fucking seeing Quasimodo and...
I was seeing that my shower was nice and clean.
Yeah.
So I think, first of all, I think if you're offended by people speaking about what they want to speak about, then you're probably a fucking idiot in the first place, right? Unless someone is saying... unless someone is actually saying something offensive, like they are being racist, they are being homophobic, they are being...
That fucking Primo's fucking dirty, peppy bastard. Scumbag.
But like, unless you are being like racist, homophobic, sexist, like if you're being offended by someone having an opinion, then that's your choice to be offended. You're a moron. If you're offended, if your ears are bleeding because you're a natural and you're hearing someone talking about the use of PEDs, like, well, like, I'm sorry, but if you're a natural bodybuilder, please understand the fact that enhanced bodybuilding is significantly better compensated because more people watch it, because more people are interested in it. That doesn't mean that natural bodybuilding is bad. I think natural bodybuilding is amazing.
It's actually fucking...
It's
so
fucking...
it's WNBF, by the way. Holy shit.
The
There's a lot of boys that would beat.
100%. A lot enhanced guys.
Yeah.
But the cream of the fucking crop in bodybuilding are enhanced.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why most professional natural bodybuilders work full-time jobs, and so the top 10 natural bodybuilders in the world work full-time jobs. The top 10 enhanced bodybuilders in the world sit on their ass and be bodybuilders all day because they get contracts and sponsorships and win 20 grand at a show. People want to see the freaks, right? So to look back to, like, what do we think about it in the gym? Well, it's a gym. Like, if people are enhanced, they're probably going to talk about it. You know, they're probably going to speak about the fact that they maybe run a cycle or...
And it sounds a little bit bad, but there's probably more assisted athletes than unassisted athletes. In Scotland?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I don't think that should be the case. I think there's a lot of people that probably shouldn't be using.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's kind of about like...
I'm not sitting here saying, oh, you're a minority. That's not what I'm saying, but it's like, there's a lot worse things people could be talking about.
100%.
You know,
like when you were
even politics. I've seen people get fucking, people get square up to each other before because they're talking about fucking politics.
Yeah,
you're not going to hear someone square up because we're discussing.
Because I get Primo from a different place than you get Primo.
I know, but Primo controls E2 better. No, but Mass does. It's like, shut the fuck up, man. Like, is this really what people are getting annoyed about?
Like, I don't see any reason why.
Christ, man, I mean, fucking.
Why the natural federation, not federations, but like the natural athletes and the enhanced athletes. Why can't this just be like everyone's happy as Larry and like you don't take steroids and that's cool?
Each has a chip on their shoulder. Like, oh well, you guys are too fucking pussy clarks to not be jabbing yourself, and then you guys like, oh well, you guys are just like
cheating,
being smelly cheeks and putting oils into your body that's not natural. It's like, bro, this is your sport. This is my sport. The playing fields are totally off. Mm-hmm. We're never going to be competing against each other. Mm-hmm. Unless you're Steve McDonald, who's fucking awesome.
Who's an absolute freak of
nature.
nature.
Everyone.
But that's the thing, like, there are so many really, really good natural bodybuilders.
Some amazing ones,
like,
man.
Some of the quality and the standard that I've seen.
Remember the overall, the Scottish?
Yeah.
Fucking insane. I messaged him. Yeah, I can't remember his name. Lovely guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. But, mate, the fucking rig on him.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't look natural.
No.
It was, but they didn't look it.
I mean, that's the thing. There's some people that do become professionals naturally.
I mean, look at Bob Field. I was saying Bob Fieldhouse.
Bob Waterhouse.
Bob Fieldhouse. Bob Waterhouse.
Keon was natural for a long time.
Ronnie Coleman. But
then became Ronnie Coleman. Do you know what I mean? But I think at the end of the day,
that's not cute to take steroids. I don't know what is.
Oh fuck! I think at the end of the day,
that was a joke, man.
People are going to talk about whatever they're going to talk about in the gym. If you don't like it, go and complain, right? And the gym staff will probably either tell you to fucking piss off and get over it, or put your headphones on, right? Like,
know your audience, man. Like,
you're in a gym.
I don't know about you, but see, whenever I'm like going to client shows and I see the client's parents, right, I'm like, try and be like so polite, well-spoken, and use the odd fancy word, you know what I mean?
Like photosynthesis?
Yeah, man. Yep. Yeah, man. You know, like, we'll be ready to photosynthesize in about 20 minutes, bro. You know, like, I like that I can like speak to them politely in a manner they maybe aren't expecting because they maybe look at me and assume a certain thing. You know, like, just make sure you're not having a chat about X, Y, and Z when you've got fucking Nanny McNanny
Mumsy in the fucking background. Yeah, I agree. Right, we'll do one more. We love the natural bodybuilding scene. Big up the natties, man.
Shout out Greg, you're the boy.
You guys get peeled as fuck, and I respect it. Yep. I'm going to try and interpret this message from Sean DeManuel because it's a bit all over the gaff. He's competing today. I hope you get your pro card, Sean.
Yeah.
He said, about time, lads. Needed my podcast back from my morning walks. Sean, you're the GOAT. I don't really understand this question. It was an unknown for me, i.e. my body's response and mindset to a full year of prep. What do you think? And I'm like,
What?
Are we thinking like how...
I think you need to fucking come off prep because your brain's not fucking working.
Aye, Sean, I think you're a bit sophisticated at the moment.
Right, bro. Bro, you okay? Like, do you want us to phone you?
But I think, I suppose maybe the thing for Sean is like...
So what's he saying? Is he saying that because he's been on prep for so long, is it maybe like lost enjoyment a little?
No, I don't
what's he
think...
saying?
Based on the conversations I've had with Sean, I don't think that's true. I
He
think
looks fucking awesome. He looks the best he's ever been.
Wild, insane. I think the question more is like, you know, for Sean, right? He doesn't need a long time to prep, but he has now been on prep for pretty much an entire year.
It's been very
so like
up and down,
how do you maintain a mindset like that? How do you maintain the drive like that? And I think the only way that you can do it is that the goal is big enough.
much, yeah.
The goal is big enough. The goal is the ceiling is within touching distance, and it is for Sean. That, like, bro, there's no way I'm competing for an entire year. There is no way because
Sean probably didn't know that he was going to compete for an entire year though. It just happened. No one says 2025.
No, but I think he realized he was quite close. Right. Obviously, he tried bodybuilding.
Yep.
Right, which I think he should have always stuck with men's physique.
He looks so good at men's
and
physique.
Men's
Especially
physique,
what they're looking for now.
He looks fucking beautiful, man. His physique,
great.
his structure, is everything. And now that he's with Zach, it's like he's right within touching distance. Yep. And I think that's how you keep it. Yeah. I think that's how you keep going for that whole time.
And what about after? You know, like you've got a lot of clients now that are post-show. I've been post-show. It's fucking hard, man. Hormones are too fat.
Sean will handle it like a champ because Sean is very experienced. But like, how does?
It's a good point there.
Yeah.
Experience.
Yeah. Sean's done it a million times, so Sean gets it. Sean knows the drill. But how does someone else deal with it? Well, that's person dependent.
Fucking hard, eh?
Some people deal with it really well.
How do you coach during that time? Personally speaking, I try and like experience like what helped me, what helped other clients.
I think it has to become extremely individualized.
Yeah,
like,
it does.
Extremely personal.
Yeah.
If they want to check in every fucking day
yeah.
for 15 weeks post show,
yeah.
because that is what they need.
Yeah,
and guess what, darling? You're checking in every day for 15 weeks.
Some people just don't want that, though. You know.
Well, Nick asked to check in less. Yeah. She was like, "I don't want to check in this much." I was like, "Cool, fill your boots. That's totally fine." So I will give them my experience and I will give them my thoughts and I will tell them what I think. And I have some hills that I will die on. Like, this is not the time to be making progress. This is the time to be recovering and feeling good again. But it's got to be so individual.
It's so user dependent because it's all psychology based, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not something that's physiological because their hormones are all too fuck and things are trying to regulate and that'll sway interpretations, decisions.
But either way, Sean, you're a fucking killer, man. I hope you get that fucking pro card today. I don't know if the results are already out, but like,
I think ultimately, in terms of getting beyond that, it's like the why. Like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Because I don't know a single person in this sport that's where they want to be.
Agreed.
So if you think that the work is done, and you can't, not if you think the work is done, but you need to remember the work is not done. Mm-hmm. The work is just, it's perpetual. It's ever going.
Yeah. Can I actually ask one more? Because I told Chris Shields, Calvin's client, Chris Shields, big up Chris, that I would ask this question because he actually DM'd the question.
Is that another Ozempic one?
No, I actually don't know. Well, let's just figure it out. What do we think of Gen Pop people going on a cycle and keeping toxic compounds in year round, like Tren, just as if they were to have keep testing year round?
Do we need to answer that question?
Well,
it's an obvious one.
Well, it's more so like you're hearing a lot of general gym goers using very exotic and like pretty wild compounds. And I think the answer is relatively obvious, like you said, is like you probably shouldn't fucking do it.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
Like, it is difficult right now because of the shortage of DHTs, but at the same time, like, Tren is probably not the answer.
The thing is, as well, is like EQ is so fucking volatile. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And like sometimes I can, from using it, the headspace it puts you in, it can be quite misleading.
I think these drugs should be saved for those who know that they love the game.
They know how to interpret their body. Like, this is how this feels.
But you don't know how it feels until you do it.
Right.
So I think there's an argument. Like, look, at one point you're gonna have you have to try something once, right? Like, there's always the first time.
I've had a couple of conversations about that. No, I've not. I've been involved in a couple of conversations, especially about Tren. Mm-hmm. Like, people shit the bed when you mention Tren.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, personally speaking, I use Tren. I feel fine. I feel great. I feel dandy. I don't get any of the negatives associated with it. I know some people do, but usually those are the motherfuckers that already have underlying psychological, issues. Those individuals that are already quite erratic, already pushing drugs, have already a kind of high level of inflammation present.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think for those that want to take gear, right, like just take testosterone, please, for the love of God. For as long as you can get away with it, testosterone's going to do a fucking job, man. Because I guarantee a lot of people don't have all of their ducks in a row anyway.
But that's the thing, is if they're leaning into these exotic tools, they're probably going to get a good bit more bang for buck. But like, if the variables aren't really need to be like, if your food shit, your sleep shit, your training shit, you're getting a little bit out of it, but like, it's still, the ceiling's going to be there.
I've had people ask me to take tren, and I've not seen a single fucking training clip. I'm like, well, how? This might just give you spots and make you angry, and then you're still going to train
like shit,
like a fucking fish out of water. So, like, nail those things first, man. Leave the exotic shit to the people with the.
It's the orals as well that scares me with these like Gen Pop people.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like smashing Superdrol for like
Well, they're so easy to take
days
as well.
on end, Halo days on end. Like,
we hear some people taking
then going
Halo,
then going a night out and bevying loads.
that shit's fucking
It's like,
frightening.
bro,
Actually,
you fucking do, my lad.
it's like, I think when you get into bodybuilding, it's a case of you've kind of picked your poison, right? And people will always judge those who take anabolics, right? But it's judged by people who have picked their poison, which is cocaine on a weekend, or drinking on a weekend, or eating, just not tracking a calorie and just eating shite whenever they want. Like, everybody has that thing. Bodybuilders just happens to be anabolics. But like a normal fucking Joe Blogs, his is drinking alcohol every weekend. Friday, Saturday, potentially Sunday. Like, it's just your thing. Like, it's what you want to do. Yeah, it's your vice, and that's what you want to do. That's fair fucks. That's, who am I to judge? It's not my place. But yeah,
I think the thing is, we can't stop people like this because there's always going to be people like that.
No, I don't want to stop.
And the thing is
Hold
like,
on.
these motherfuckers aren't going to be like, oh, let me just go and take my citrus bergamot and my ubiquinol.
Yeah.
Like, they won't even be able to fucking pronounce it.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's not unless you're coached by me, do what the fuck you want. Like, this is a fucking free world, man. Do your shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm cool with whatever you want to do, whatever makes you feel good, by all means. My suggestion is avoid it. If you want to ignore that advice, fill your boots. That's cool by me. Live and let live is my fucking motto. But if you sign up to my coaching, I'm probably going to tell you that that's fucking stupid, and you probably don't need that. You'll get away with a lot less, and you'll probably feel a lot better for it.
What's your thoughts on using tren in an off season?
Back end, I don't mind it. A whole off season with it, don't love it.
Yep.
Don't love it. Person dependent again, right?
Yep.
But I'm definitely okay with it. Final 6 weeks
What's your thought
max.
process? Would you put in 19 oral like tren, or would you put in an oral, or is it person dependent?
I'd potentially look at like a wee sort of tren Superdrol combo. Superdrol on like a
You
week.
just have to watch appetite with the two of them though.
Yeah, but I would only put Superdrol in on a weak body part day.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if they want to bring up their back, I'd pop Superdrol in, and anything that has a pull down of a row movement, so a pull day and a posterior day, for example, I'd pop it in there, and then I would keep the 19 nor extremely low. I'm talking 40 to 60 milligrams. Enough that it's there, but not so much that it's impacting sleep. You're sweating.
You're not going to notice that that little trend. You're not. It's going to maybe bring like the value, but you're not going to notice any of the negatives.
Yeah.
Obviously, more is more.
It's
with
tapping
these tools.
it's tapping into a receptor that's not being used. So it's like playing a key on a keyboard, right?
It's like a ring.
Yeah, it's just like it's enough to add an extra bit to a song, but it's not enough to take a fucking sledgehammer and smash that key to fucking pieces. That's the way that I see it. It's
What are your thoughts on high days surrounding these? I used to be a big fan, but I think they need to be quite time specific. I think that you can't put high days in I don't think high days serve a purpose at the back end of a push. I think that there's too much information from the food at that point.
I think high days are a way for some coaches to feel like they're doing more.
Oh, motherfucker! I like high days. I put high days in at probably at the start.
Well,
of
I
a
think
press.
you're trying to do more.
No, I think high days at the start of a reverse is the best place to put them.
If there is a best place to put them.
Okay, well, personally speaking, I would say my thought process on a high day, a weak body part at the start of a push up.
I'm looking at calories across the whole week.
So the way that I do it, right, and this is in the absence of an off-plan meal because I will not have them running them in conjunction.
Okay,
So
like I'll caveat that quickly. I would prefer people to have an off-plan meal because it's an opportunity to unwind and relax than say, hey, how about you just eat more rice and more potatoes? And they go, what a wonderful idea.
So for me, this is like an extension of the diet. So what I like to do is just begin to like layer baseline food in. At this point, we still don't have any off-plan meals, let's say. So what I would do is try and fabricate a manner whereby I'm spiking body weight at least 1 to 2 times a week surrounding those weaker body parts. And then when food gets to that, high position whereby gastric clearance isn't the same, maybe like the appetite takes a little bit of a hit, then usually what I do is I would start to kind of slightly work back from then, filter out one of the high days, replace with a free meal.
I don't actually hate high days, to be fair. I don't hate them. I think they have a place.
Have I inspired you with my breakdown?
Not really.
Give all the high days to the clients.
No, it's not something that I really do with anybody. Mostly because I think it's overcomplicated for some people. Like most people have busy jobs, they have busy lives.
I think it's important to remember like who gets high days though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. For most people, high days are kind of obsolete. Like they're kind of like
I'm not gonna give a Gen Pop client a fucking high day.
Yeah. So if we're talking like sort of bigger guys, more advanced females, like I can see a place for it for sure. I don't think it'll really. I've done it before, by the way, just so we can be clear. Like I've tried it with people. I'm not just saying this out of pulling a magical answer out my ass, but like I have done it with people. I don't think it's provided a massive benefit personally. I just like kind of linear calories, training day, rest day. And then if they want to have an off-plan meal, I would rather see that spike in body weight around that day that they're maybe training. So like a pool day. Say, hey, go and have your off-plan meal on a pool day.
Oh, do you do it on the day of? I like it the day before.
I don't mind it the day before either. I quite like it as a post-workout meal. Yeah. If I'm honest. I quite like it as like a go and have your 5 guys post-workout.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a good time to have it,
It's funny. This is the thing about coaching is that this is how you see your way of thinking. It'd be good if Calvin was here to see what he says.
Yeah.
Not that really, not it doesn't matter, but like.
But it's interesting.
Each to their own. The thing about bodybuilding is like, you could go to Calvin could go to you, Calvin not me, whatever the fuck happens, and the means of going around it, try and bring forth a change. There's a million ways around it. It's just maybe like what you might not necessarily lean into. It's probably more about resonating with the coach that you are. And that's
it's also the individual that you have in front of you.
Can they tolerate it?
Like
I could never give George Ray a high day. His gut would be fucked.
Yeah.
It's just never gonna work.
I just don't want to give things like high days to really already busy people that already have a lot to think about. Like whether they're Gen Pop or not, whether they're aspiring bodybuilders or not. If you're,
I appreciate now the people that I am talking about are all bodybuilders.
Yeah,
and not my Gen Pop clients.
Yeah. I'm trying to contextualize it for like everybody.
Sorry, well just ignore what I've said if you are not a bodybuilder who competes. But if you are, then listen to me.
But for example, if we're taking Gen Pop, like let's say for example, I've got a client Charlie, right? Like she's in great shape. She looks fucking amazing. I will give her days of maybe higher food, but that's because she's in a dieting setting. So it's topping her back up before she comes back down. High days for an off season.
Off season, yeah.
I just think linear calories across a week, man, does the fucking job. You don't have to overthink it and go, wait, how much rice am I supposed to cook for tomorrow? Because I know training days are 300 total. Is this 400? I can't remember. Let me pull up my sheet. Like, just keep it the same, bro. Have an off-plan meal at a weekend after you've trained legs or whatever. You're fucking laughing.
Yeah.
Simplicity.
Again, I see where you're coming from because it's an exchange of calories, but it's the ambiguity that comes from that. It's like, what if it doesn't sit good? What if it causes, a little bit of stress? But again, it's like leaning into like tried and tested options. But at the same time, though, the concern I sometimes have with free meals is your stomach can tap out before your body's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about when you're pushing really high and you're like, oh, fucking.
But for me, off-plan meals are optional. Like they're an option.
I'm so chill off-plan meals now. By the way, like I've got some clients that resent them, and like they'll remind me every week, and I'm like, bro, I don't care. Take it or leave it. I'm not getting myself in a tizzy about you not having a meal with your mate. Whatever keeps you happy. Yeah. Like I don't care. I don't care. I encourage it because I think it's important to give back to people around you. But like,
I think off-plan meals have 2 places really. One is for an extra spike in calories plus, get a wee bit of a bump in body weight. Wonderful. But it's mostly
to recommence the furnace.
No, for spending time with like family and friends and like being having that opportunity to be normal. Like people are bored of seeing you eat out of Tupperware on a Saturday night. Go and have dinner with your fucking mum. Go and have dinner with your dad. Like,
something I actually want to speak to Dan about is trying, like, going for a free meal on prep. I just want to go get sushi with Joe. I just want to go out and get some sushi. Just chill out.
Yeah.
You know? But that's for another reason, though. I think that... I think
that's a stress thing as well.
It's a stress thing.
Yeah.
I think, again, that's a really good point. Is like, why do you use them? Like, is it just to... Like, how do you use them, or why do you use them?
There's more strategy than just like body weight, bro. Spiking
man, we can
insulin,
sit
bro.
here for another fucking
I know.
couple
We
hours.
need to fucking wrap this bitch up.
We're well smart, you and me, man.
I'm so
we could
smart,
just
bro.
all the different
Honestly.
avenues. I feel like my...
Well, the thing is, you're getting like me as well now, but like my brain is getting so big, it's
No, but
pushed
you're
all my
getting
hair
like me,
follicles
bro.
out. No. But you're getting closer to being bald.
Okay, that's fine then. Yeah.
So, you know,
Will I be bald when I'm done with Vicky?
when you're finished with Vicky, you'll be bald.
Fuck!
But I've just got such a big brain, bro, that it's just pushing my hair
I was
follicles out
thinking
of
it's
my
looking
head.
like a little bit bigger at the back.
My head?
Yeah, a bit
Yeah,
longer.
it is, bro. It is.
It's like like
I've got a personally made cap now. It just like extends slightly further back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, from the side.
It's like adding an extension onto a house.
You actually got a Titan hat from Dan.
I did. Big up, Dan.
Well, I love the guy.
Right, let's wrap this bitch up. Thank you everyone for listening and tuning back in. We are very sorry. I spoke to Taylor about this briefly at the start, and we'll speak to Calvin about it too. I think we wanted to get like a proper logo and stuff done.
I'm
and,
raging, man, because it means no one comes to my fucking YouTube anymore.
fucking shut up.
He's raging at that, man. He's said it so many times.
No, look, I think it makes more sense for if people want to
absolutely
find
does.
the Scottish bodybuilding.
It does.
If people want to find the Scottish bodybuilding podcast, you find it on the fucking page. Do we all agree? I think the answer is fucking yes. All right, so I think we're gonna get that done. It means that we can get t-shirts and shit done too if we have a logo. Yeah, bro, we're fucking
hell,
bro. People,
we're getting hats, we're getting mugs,
bro. I'm
getting
gonna
merch.
give it to people as Christmas presents. It's gonna be so easy.
Okay.
It's gonna be so easy. But this is back now. I promise. We promise.
We'll do it in a couple of weeks.
And if we have to do a Zoom one every so often, then fuck it, we just do a Zoom one. But we can't have the hiatus.
No.
People have been coming to my house
fair,
with pitchforks
man.
and
It's not fair.
flames, and they're
Burn the witch.
fucking raging.
Burn
So,
the witch.
anything else you want to say before we fuck off?
No, I just want to say thanks to everyone for all the support, man. It's been awesome. A lot of people have been querying us about them, man, but
Yeah.
we've been we've been wanting to do it for a while. Like we want, and we know that we do something quite unique within the realm here. You know, like there's not anyone that's, in my opinion, as entertaining as what we do, man. Sure, there's
no
other
one is as funny as
there's
me.
other podcasts, man, but like and everyone that does them's fucking awesome, mate. I've got respect for every single one of them. But it's just like our means of going about. It's just that,
Look, people
little
buy
bit
into
more.
people. Some people love the really serious, like fucking angry folk. Some people don't. Some people like a little bit of bantering. Some people don't. People buy into those fucking people, man. If people like us, awesome. We appreciate y'all. If you don't like us, then suck a
go fuck
dick.
yourself.
Yeah, suck a dick. It's fine.
Suck a dick. Right, guys.
right.
So before we conclude, shout out to our pit stop. Shout out to our pit stop. Shout out to our sponsors. Pit stop. Code Blair10. Code Taylor10. Code CRM10. If you guys get a chance,
Bulletproof again.
you know, fucking go and check out YouTube. Fucking all our content, all our pages. If you guys are looking for just fucking all the nonsense, man. We're gonna go and chill out. I think you're gonna go and train now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go train pool. Back
I'm
on
gonna
hamstring,
go
sorry.
and chill. I'm gonna do a little bit of work on thyroid, and that means when you come back, we can chill. Are you want to go into Glasgow or Edinburgh tonight?
Nah, fuck that.
No, okay. Looks like it won't be.
I've been up since 5:30. I had to do cardio and shit, bro. It's been a busy day. And that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Peace and love. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next one.
Bye bye.